presentation. I'm Tetay and I represent the Federation of People Sustainable Development Cooperative. As we all know, cooperatives are considered to be a concrete example of social solidarity economy. And this afternoon, I will be presenting to you what Fpsdc is doing as an SSE, and we will be sharing with you what we are doing in this value chain. So this will be the overview of my presentation. I will be presenting who Fpsdc is, just a brief introduction, and I will be focusing on the distribution and marketing unit of our federation, and I'll be sharing some takeaways. Okay. So Fpsdc started in 1998. It was established through the organization of its 21 founding members, and after more than 2 decades, Fpsdc membership already grew to around 170 cooperatives nationwide from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. We envision Fpsdc as a transformed society advancing social solidarity economy to enhance the well-being of the people. Next, please. And then our mission, we want to see Fpsdc to be a part of a global movement working for an alternative structures and means for social justice and equity. And to do that, we facilitate cooperative development by strengthening, providing support and access to ethical, value-based, innovative, and responsive programs and services. And to be able to do that mission, we have this overarching advocacy of 4 P's of sustainable development. So as our name implies, we are into sustainable development. And with that, we define sustainable development with the 4 P's. We look at people. Of course, we value social justice, equity, community participation, and gender sensitivity. And then we also look at the planet, environmental sustainability, ecological conservation, and we also look at prosperity. We don't just mean financial security, but in prosperity, we also mean food security, food sovereignty. And of course, we want the first 3 P's, people, planet, prosperity, to lead to peace. So in all the works that we do, we always take a look at the 4 P's of sustainable development. And of course, to be able to do that, you need affiliates. So we have international and local affiliates. So we have the International Cooperative Alliance. We are a member of ICA. We are also a member of the International Cooperative Agricultural Organization, or ICAO. And just recently, we became a member of the Cooperative Housing International. We are also a member of Agriterra. It's a Dutch NGO. And a member of the network of the development agricultural development organizations of Asia and the Pacific. And of course, we have been a member of ASEC Philippines. And for our local affiliates, we are a member of the apex organizations of the Organization of the Cooperatives, the Philippine Cooperative Center. We are also a member of FSSI, Foundation for Sustainable Society, Inc., MCPI, NAPC. Currently, we became a partner of Xavier University for our youth program, and the Coco Asia Prime Corporation for our Coco Sugar program, and BTI and TESDA, among others. Next, please. Okay. So briefly, these are our products and services. We do 2 things. We provide financial and non-financial services. Under financial services, we provide loans or credit, and we also accept socialized investments from our members. And under the non-building We are into development of a sustainable community. Later on, I will briefly show you what that community is all about. And of course, under the value chain, we are into the distribution and marketing. Okay, next please. Okay. As part of our SSE program, we are into the development of a sustainable cooperative community. So this community is a 5-hectare community located in Cagayan de Oro. Um, this is a result or an offshoot of the Typhoon Sendong in 2011 because a lot of cooperative members lost their houses. So Fpsdc provided a relocation site for them, and we started building that community into a sustainable cooperative community. This is also our way of exemplifying the 7 cooperative principles of helping the community. So Coopville is a sustainable housing program of Fpsdc that aims to build not only the physical houses, but develop a sustainable community as well. So this is inside Coopville, we organize the residents into a people sustainable consumer cooperative, wherein they were the ones managing the enterprises in the community. Okay, next please. Okay, so aside from managing that sustainable housing community, we are also into distribution and marketing. So here I will be showing to you the DNM framework of Fpsdc, our brand, our products, the partner institutions that we have, and the programs that we implement. So this is the overall framework of the distribution and marketing program of Fpsdc. We operate based on the value chain approach of doing business, meaning we are there from farm to fork, from production until consumption. So we basically operate 2 sides of the same coin. We are into development and we are also in business. So under development, we provide or we consolidate the products of our members. We purchase their products based on cash on delivery basis because this is one problems that they face. They need cash in order to revolve their capital. So in order to address that, we purchase on COD basis. We also provide financial assistance to them for their production, demo farms, harvest, working capital. And we also give development support in terms of trainings, infrastructure support, quality development, packaging improvement, etc. This is the definition of given by Sir Ben a while ago. We provide value in the chain. So these are some of the values that we provide under the development side. And on, in this development side, we deal with the community-based enterprises, and we promote cooperative products. And also under that development side, to have more additional value, we developed several programs like the Hive and the Y-Lead. Later on, I will be explaining what those programs or projects are all about. And then on the business side, we do the processing of the products. We market, distribute it to these avenues. We deal with supermarkets. Right now, we are into 1,000 supermarkets in Metro Manila alone. And then we deal with institutions. Currently, we are talking with DTI for the export in Japan. And we have e-commerce platform, the Piling Pinoy. And we also have the Fnc Kiosks. So these are the avenues where we mainstream the products of the cooperatives. Next, please. Okay. The brand that we use to carry the products from cooperatives and community is called Cottages. It helps farmers and fisher folks and community enterprises get better income. This brand carry the Co-op marque. It is Food and Drug Administration certified. It's OCCP certified for organic rice. It's halal certified. And of course, it's proudly Pinoy. So that's our brand, Farms and Cottages. So these are some of the products under the Farms and Cottages brand. All of these products are organic products because we advocate for sustainable agriculture. We promote organic farming. Um, we sell different colors of organic rice like pink rice, brown rice, red rice, black rice. And we also have the glutinous rice and glutinous black rice and multicolored rice. For sugar, we have the muscovado sugar and cocoa sugar. Aside from that, we also have different exotic flavors of jams and jellies like santol, bignay, and guava jellies being produced by indigenous people from the north. And we also have nata de coco produced by our cooperatives in Laguna, raw wild honey produced by our cooperatives in Palawan, and herring or Spanish sardines produced by our fisher folks in Dipolog. And the newest product of FNC is called black garlic. We have black garlic, raw black garlic, and we have the capsule black garlic. Next, please. Okay. These are some institutions and supermarkets that we deal with. They are big supermarkets in Metro Manila and some big institutions just in Metro Manila alone. Next, please. So we also offer the Fnc Kiosk. This was crafted to make Fnc products accessible to cooperative members all over the Philippines. So it is also meant to inform consumers that the Fnc brand is a brand of varied cooperative products. Next, please. Okay. To be able to reach a wider market, we also developed the PeelingPinoy.coop. It's an e-commerce platform where, because we want to position the products from the cooperatives and the communities in the mainstream market, and we want to complement with other products brought by the ASEAN Economic Integration. And of course, we would like to share that and create more awareness about sustainable development, social solidarity, economy. And under this PeelingPinoy.coop, we offer the following services. We provide sales, infrastructure, and consulting. This is like your Lazada or eBay or Shopee platform. But the only difference is the products being carried by Piling Pinoy are all community-based products. Next, please. Okay. So as you can see in the avenues or our outlets, we focus on the supermarket, institutions, export. The only thing that's lacking here is the TV shopping. Maybe in the future or in the near future, we will also be developing the TV shopping. Next, please. Okay. So one of the enabling program that we developed is the Y-Lead program. This means Youth Leading in Enterprise and Agriculture Development. Next, please. So why Y-Lead? Because we would like to encourage the youth to engage in viable and sustainable agri-enterprises, because we all know that we already have an aging farmers. The average age of our farmers is 57 years old. And also, we would like to develop and innovate viable and sustainable products from the community led by the youth. So how does this work? YLEAD is a 3-month certificate course in partnership with an endorsing cooperative member of Fpsdc. The academe, in this case, we partnered with Xavier University in Cagayan de Oro and other organizations. The participating youth will be taught courses on business development, product development, communication, and leadership, among many others. And the participants will be tasked to come up with products that can be produced in their respective cooperatives. They can opt to sell their product on their own, or FPSDC can procure from them. And to culminate the program, the participants will be present final concept through a business speech. And the top student will be rewarded with either initial capital for their business and or learning exchange in other countries. Please. Next, please. Okay. So all the YLEAD participants will be organized into a youth council to be deemed as Y leaders. And from here, they will be groomed to become the next generation of cooperative leaders and will also be given the chance to obtain a seat in the governing board of FPSDC. The time frame, we supposed to start the YLEAD program last May, but unfortunately, COVID came in. So we're doing some adjustments to be able to start it by the end of this year. Another program that we developed in the chain is the hand-holding in viable enterprises, or we call it Hive. Yes. If you're familiar with corporate franchising, Hive is similar to that. It's social franchising. So it's a whole package of services that we provide to our members. If our members have new products or enterprises, we can incubate that in the Hive program. Or if they have existing enterprises that they want to scale up, we can also put that in the Hive program. The Hive program also includes technology transfer, business development support, establishment of product standards, training, skills development, infrastructure support, enhanced access to marketing and distribution, and we also included financing and insurance. So if this will be accessed by our member, they will not reinvent the wheel anymore, because all the details that they need in order to run the enterprise is already there. So the first enterprise that we developed under the Hive program is Hive for Coco Sugar. So why Hive for Coco Sugar? Next, please. Because according to studies, next, please. Next slide, please. So according to studies, both local and export market have been increasing its demand for cocoa sugar. So the top export markets include USA, Canada, Norway, France, and the Middle East, among many others. And cocoa sugar will give you better profit. Previous slide, please. Okay. Compared to the traditional copra produced by our coconut farmers, turning to cocoa sugar production promises better income for farmers. Based from the comparative study of the Philippine Coconut Authority, a 1-hectare coconut farm could yield a net income of only 17,120 pesos, while for cocoa sugar, a net income of 631,950 can be generated. So you will have better profit for cocoa sugar compared to copra. Next, please. Okay. This is another market situation. There is a production gap. In a projection made by PCA, the annual production capacity for cocoa sugar in the Philippines alone was at 17,010 metric tons only falling short by 47% from the projected annual demand of 31,573 metric tons. So in addition to this, the projection for target cocoa sugar production increases threefolds every year. So there is really a big demand for cocoa sugar. Next. Okay. Okay. So this is the package inclusion of the Hive for cocoa sugar. Um, ano to? Hive for cocoa sugar package. So we provide site construction improvement support. We provide transfer of production techniques and technology. The business development support is there for training, standardized operation, for inventory management, financial management, and others. And we also provide equipment, signage, staff uniforms, grand opening support, accreditation, and others. And we also provide the marketing of cocoa sugar and financing and insurance. The feasibility study is also there. So the total investments that they need is already included in the package, the payback period, sales assumptions, the terms and fees. It's really like the socialized franchising. So what's in it for Fpsdc? Why did Fpsdc ventured in this social franchising facility? Because we want to sustain the operations for Fpsdc. We want to promote the competitiveness of products from the cooperative. And since we are going export, this will be the backbone of our export initiatives. Okay, next please. So we also developed yung Hive for black garlic. So because research shows that black garlic extract is powerful enough to provide its consumers the following benefits. One, for strong immune system, improved bacterial infection resistance, rich antioxidants, resistance to bacterial infections, strong cardiovascular health, and increased vitamin supply. So studies have also shown that black garlic can also fight against 14 different types of cancer. So this is a superfood. So black garlic is produced in similar to the raw garlic. However, it's improved through a fermentation process, intensifying several healthy natural chemicals within it. So black garlic does not only leave a mark in the health scene, but also in the culinary scene with its rich flavors. So a lot of restaurants are already using black garlic. So right now, we are already constructing the cocoa sugar facility, cocoa sugar mill, and black garlic mill, and this will be operationalized by September this year. Okay. This facility is located in Cagayan de Oro. Okay. So those are what Fpsdc are doing as regards to value chain. And we would just like to share some takeaways. One, agriculture is viable and has promising potential, especially for the youth. Number two, cooperative is the best business model to attain the sustainable development goals. Number three, value chain is doable and cooperatives can play a major role in it. Number four, linkages is vital in order to succeed in sustainability. Number five, innovation is the key. It is important to play the game of change in order for us not to be obsolete. Okay. So while the cooperatives start becoming one of the value chain key players, there are still areas in the chain that challenges the cooperatives to innovate how they do things. So there are still missing links where cooperatives can come in order to deliver services to consumers effectively. So these are some of the missing links. So right now, we really need logistics, especially now that there are a lot of online orderings. So there are a few cooperatives engaged in logistics, and cooperatives can start, or maybe not just cooperatives, maybe organized groups can start considering venturing into logistics business in order to complement the entire value chain of doing business. Aside from that, the payment options. Cooperatives can also start exploring more avenues of payment to complement the needs, particularly of marketing produce of cooperatives, both in the traditional market and the e-commerce platform. So right now, we access private financial institutions. Maybe we can partner with other financial institutions in the payment options. And of course, market outlets. While other cooperatives are among the many who have ventured into establishing co-op marts could be convenient outlets to deliver the products, especially for those in the remote areas. So if you have more questions or you want more information about Fpsdc, we have our email in the screen and our phone numbers. You can call us or email us. So maybe I would like to leave you with this quote. We discover our greatness when we find ourselves in a situation bigger than we are, and we manage to grow and become bigger than the situation. So with that, I would like to thank you for your time.